in the sports page with the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
On JRR.
All right, dog. You say there, bud.
The sports page brought to you by Don Mealy Chevrolet out there in Claremont. Right now, they got the Chevy Red Tag event going on. You can get a 2026 Silverado 1500 LT, just $409 a month for 36 months, or finance for 0% APR. Don Mealy Chevrolet. Chevy, together, let's drive. All right, let's start with the game last night. Not the football game, Did you see Desmond Bane's last-second buzzer-beating, about a 26-foot three-pointer to lift the Magic to a 115-112 victory over Portland last night at Kia Center? The game was tied with 1.9 seconds left, and Des Bane gets the inbound pass from the Franz Wagner, takes one dribble to his right, and drills the off-balance three-pointer. Everybody just celebrated. They tackled him. They dogpiled. It was a great
And then he turned to the Blazers and said,
"How's that taste?"
There it is!
You had to bait him, though, Pat.
There it is!
That's why we brought Dez on, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, believe it or not, he's been a three-point specialist throughout his career, but that was the first buzzer-beating, game-winning three-pointer of his career. It was the first Magic game-winning shot at the buzzer in 2 years. So, yeah,
hey,
I'll tell you what, thank goodness, because the Magic almost blew that game last night.
As awesome.
They were up by...
Go ahead.
Yeah, they were up by 9 with 2.5 minutes left, and the Blazers came back and actually took the lead with 10 seconds left, and that sort of set up the last minute shot or the last second shot.
As
what were you going to say?
Awesome
Mitch?
as that was, I hate to say it, there was a buzzer beater that topped it down to the south of us in Miami in overtime. Did you see that?
No, I did not.
0.4 of a second left. They're in overtime. Heat home against Cleveland. They run some sort of diversion play and run somebody towards the hoop and lob to the hoop, slams it in less than 0.4 seconds to win. Pretty unbelievable.
It beat Desmond Bane's?
Yeah, it did. I hate to say it.
All right.
But yeah.
Okay.
All
right. Speaking of South Florida, former Miami Dolphin player Jalen Phillips, who was just acquired in a trade by the Eagles, he made two of the biggest plays of the night last night to help the defending champion Eagles to a 10-7 defensive slobber knocker victory over the Green Bay Packers last night. Phillips recovered a fumble by Jordan Love to stop a Green Bay scoring opportunity in the final minute of the first half. Did he help make a 4th-and-1 stop late in the fourth quarter? Man, there was no offense in that game last night. It was all defense, although Jalen Hurts did throw a 36-yard touchdown pass to Devonta Smith with about 10:35 left in the game, and that was Philly's only touchdown. That gave him a 10-0 lead, and Green Bay tried to come back, but they couldn't. So, man.
Did wonders for my fantasy team.
Did it surprise you guys that was such a low-scoring affair?
Yes.
I mean, that's weird, huh?
Well, the Packers, even though they've been disappointing this year, they have a hell of a defense, and the Eagles' defense is good as well. So it really didn't surprise me all that much. Although 10-7, man, that is
on a cold night at Lambeau Field.
Yeah, did you see what we talked about this yesterday? The new betting scandal in baseball now, where the two Cleveland Guardians pitchers were indicted for rigging pitches.
So now you can't bet on that make that bet anymore. I'm seeing. Is that
well,
accurate?
you can still make that bet, but all of the sports books, including DraftKings and FanDuel, all the top sports books, they've agreed with Major League Baseball that they've lowered the limit on these bets where you can't make like allegedly the two pitchers are from the Dominican Republic, and two unnamed gamblers in the Dominican won $460,000 on bets placed on the speed and the outcome of certain pitches. So you can bet on whether a pitch is going to be higher than 98 miles per hour or lower, and you can also bet whether it's going to be a ball or a strike. So, yeah.
Told you, it's all rigged. All sports are rigged.
Look, I have nothing against gambling, but just pointing out the obvious here, man. When you attach money at stake, there's corruption involved. It doesn't matter in any facet.
Okay, but here's what I don't understand. I don't understand like Major League Baseball pitchers who are multi-millionaires. Like, why would you get involved with it? That's what I don't understand. I just don't. I can't comprehend that you would risk your entire career and well-being for what? You're getting a share of $460,000. What are they getting? $40,000 out of that? And when they make millions, why would you do that?
It's like them finding a quarter on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just bad business.
Oh, I'm making my cousin some money, though.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Give it to him.
Oh, man.
Give him some money.
You don't have to tell me. They're stupid.
Yeah. Florida Gators interim coach Billy Gonzalez said yesterday he is sticking with DJ Lagway as the starting quarterback after Lagway was benched during that debacle against Kentucky when he threw 3 first-half interceptions. He will remain the quarterback in this week's game. I told you where they're going this week. They're going to Ole Miss, where they're going to get absolutely boat raced by Lane Kiffin. UCF's got to go to Texas Tech this week. Try to get bowl eligible.
And now Brian Kelly's suing LSU, I see.
He's not necessarily suing them. LSU offered him a lump sum of his $54 million buyout. They said, hey, we'll give you, a lump sum of $25 million. And Brian Kelly's like, no.
This isn't the lottery.
Yeah, exactly what I thought. Lotto.
Brian Kelly's like, I'll take the whole thing, thank you. You don't have to give it to me all at once. Just spread it out.
Don't even bother asking me. Talk to my lawyers.
Oh, man.
That's what I would do. I mean, why would you take a lump sum if you've already got millions of dollars? Why would you negotiate your buyout?
Oh, just to even be in a position to have to make that choice.
Right. By the way, here, mentioning DJ Lagway, some of these NIL deals that colleges sign with players are multi-year deals, right? Mm-hmm. So if you're DJ Lagway, right? If you're DJ Lagway and say you're guaranteed $7 million next year by the Gators, all right? Would you transfer even if you're not the starting quarterback of Florida next year?
Are you able to without getting sued?
If he transfers, obviously he doesn't get, and again, I don't know if he has this, but there are some players who have multi-year guarantees. What if he's guaranteed $7 million by the Gators next year? Would you leave?
I'll just stick around here and throw my interceptions.
Yeah.
Or I'll just stick around here and sit on the. Right. I guess he wants to start, right? But there's no assurances. Is he going to be the starter next year?
That stand-in coach was saying in that interview, if you listen to all of it, that he's just telling DJ Lagway to take a deep breath and relax. Don't be freaking out. You're too antsy. That's why you're tossing picks.
Right. I guess what I'm getting at is, are we going to see buyouts for players soon like we do coaches?
Would it surprise any of us? No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't.
By the way, other NFL news, Brian Daboll was fired by the New York Giants yesterday, which leads to another Lane Kiffin rumor. Could the Giants go after Lane Kiffin, who coached Jackson Dart in college? Just another little rumor.
Dart needs to rest his head up after that concussion.
It is good to be the Lane.
You're not kidding. The Lane train is about to turn into the Lane
money train
jet.
Yeah.
The Lear plane.
All right. Mike the Bulldog Bianchi, host of Game On, weekday afternoons at 3:00 with Brandon Kravitz on FM 96.9 The Game.
By the way, happy birthday to the great Chris Drasia of the Yardbirds. For your love, I give you everything and more, and that's for sure.